Hello, happy Wednesday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay, a little better, or feeling I'm going to be all right. May not be right now, but I'm going to feel good about whatever I'm doing or how I'm trying to do it. Let's do our affirmations. Keep smiling. Be kind. You don't have to hang with them, just be kind. Stay humble. Work hard. Be grateful. Never give up. Stay strong and believe in yourself because God believes in you, and I do too, and so do some of your friends and relatives, and then some of your friends don't believe in you or relatives, okay? You just move on without them. We don't need everybody, to be with us, okay? They can't be with us. They got other views in life going on, and we have to kind of go, yep, that's cute. That's cute. We are still in a shutdown, Democratic shutdown. It's technically Democrat shutdown. Like I said, shutdown should be outlawed. They need to make a bill. Okay, that needs to be nuclear. Just a bill. No more shutdowns. We're done with the shutdowns. If we don't need to shut down, Congress needs to not get paid. A lot of the Republican representatives, they're not taking any pay. They told them to stop paying them. But, it's the Democratic shutdown, and I knew what was happening. It was like, you're going to ask for one thing, now it's another thing. We need money for this. We need money for that. And you just keep building. Even if they gave you the first half, you were going to go on to other things. So, no, nobody's crazy. Nobody's losing their mind. That's what's happening. Okay. And I told you I've been a Republican. I've been an independent. I've been a Democrat. I've been a no voter. I don't vote on really party. I vote on the policy. That's what's most important. And, now we got the SNAP benefits going. And I'm going to tell people, you don't need to go out there taking down stores and all this stuff. That's the old habit. And the stores are going to win anyway. They're either going to move. They're not going to rebuild. That burning building may still be all burned out and ugly in your neighborhood or close to it. And plus, they may not come back anyway, okay? People need the store, and you got to go out further and further. Another thing is, that's a tax write-off. Okay, you don't hear stores really screaming and hollering about their stores. It may be a small business owner, but mostly the big ones, okay, because they have insurance. And then plus on their taxes, what are they going to do? Remember that line on there? Did you have a loss, a casualty? Okay, you just gave them an extra deduction that they don't have to pay any more that tax on there. They got money coming in. So that's useless, to be doing all of that all the time. So we don't need to be doing it. It's not the store's fault. I hate to say it, it's the Democrats. You've signed this thing 13 times, and I think they need to do a budget like they said. The budget was supposed to have been finished in October the 1st, and it goes all year and stop all this commotion. Find a way, get it straightened out so it never happens again. We won't be worried about it, and other people won't be worried about it, and other people won't be spazzing out, about what's going on. But who am I? Who am I? I've been around, different people in my lifetime, been to their parties, did this, been with the wealthy, been with everybody else, been with some people that have been on TV now, been in trouble with, they're in trouble all the time. And I'm sitting there going, you did this to yourself. Okay. So let's not get into it. Just like I said, you pray. God said pray. And we don't know who's doing it. A lot of you will say it's the devil. I don't think so. Not anymore. I never did. When this first started happening, I was like, no. He's trying to fix the world. because there's a lot of stuff a lot of people did not know about, right? So today we're going to play Pumpkin Patch Pathway. And my illness, I meant to tell you, my mom, she does remedies. My grandparents and everything, they do the homemade remedies. And she took one look at me and she walked over and, you know, right where your ears are, she pulled them out, straight out, in the middle for about 20 seconds. And then she took 2 fingers and right between my 2 eyebrows, she just kept tapping. That was about 15 to 20 seconds. Now, at first, I didn't think anything happened, but it did feel relief when she pulled my ears. It did. It was like, ah, you know. And then, and I'm going to tell you, after about it, I could feel it draining, going down after she did that. And now, so she just told me keep doing that. You know, they went and got Sudafed, which I had taken before. So I took a couple of those, finally could take a nap, you know, and settle down. And then now I don't look like a lopsided chipmunk anymore. But, you know, it's still, I got a little bit by my nose. It's puffy, but everything else is gone. You know, pain-wise, I got a little teeny bit of pain because where my mouth was, because that whole side was like, whoop, you know. And it was like, I'm trying to heal now where I was puffed up. But anyway, we're going to do CBA Mom Saves, if you haven't been over there. And she has a pumpkin patch pathway. Directions: roll a D6 dice and move along the pumpkin patch. Land on a pumpkin and find it on the card to see how much money to save. Watch out for the ant hills. See the little hills? I'll probably forget they are there, but they are an additional $2. Okay, so we're going to do that. Find them on the card. Put that there. Where did my dice? It's over here that I got from Ayana at SDBA. She gave me as a gift, LLC. And our first one is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's no ant hill, so we're going to save $2. We'll mark that off over here. I'll just mark it. Let's see what happens. 2. Okay, we're going to go 2. She says go down this way. Oh, maybe I should have went down that way in the first place. Oh, maybe I messed up. Too bad, right? No, I'll go back this way, and then I'm going to jump this way. I'll just have to do that way. Okay. 1, 2. It's this pumpkin here, right? So that is $3. 1, 2, and 3. Make sure we go over the whole board. So that's this pumpkin right there. And that's $3, which we can condense into a 5. All right. I always do things backwards. It just happens. You just keep going. Okay, just keep going. So I'm just going to go backwards. It's supposed to end up that way. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back. Okay. Okay, different pumpkin right there. And it is $2. There's no ant hill. So now we got a total of $7. Number 1. Okay, we got an ant hill, so we know that's $2. Come on out. It said no, I'm not coming out. It's $2, okay. And then we got to find this pumpkin right here, which has some little flowers on it, so it's $5. Okay, so you go over there. We can condense the 2 5s and make it a 10. So we got $14 total. And we have the number 3. We're at the last pumpkin right here so far. We will find that pumpkin. There it is right there. And it wants $5. Okay. Now let's try this again going the right way. We're going to follow the arrows. Cashmere Mama, follow the arrows. So here, we're going to try this again. See if Cashmere Mama follows the arrows this time. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. That is a 2. 1, 2, and there's an anthill, so we know it's $2 extra. Okay. And then this pumpkin here is an orange pumpkin with the little spiral thing on here. There it is, and it is $3. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And that we can condense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And plus we can put this 5 over there and make it $10. So we got 2 10s. And we can have $20. I like condensing as we go. Here we go. 2. 1, 2. So we find this little pumpkin and it is $6. 5 and a 1. Where's the spiral one? I didn't cross it off. See, my brain is thinking while I'm doing something else. Okay, so this one right here is our little decorated pumpkin. It was $6. And we'll see what we can condense. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we got another 5. So that could be a 10. Now you don't have to do like I do. If you do what money you have, okay? That's what you do. You're just saving as you go. Like I said last year, start saving. I didn't know why. I just went, we need to save. Because something was coming. And something is now. Okay? God gave the mandate and I just went save. Okay? Save the money. And you know, a couple people said, for what? Because it just says save. I don't know what's going on. $2 plus $1 is $3 because I have to save $2 for the anthill. Okay, and it's right here. All right. And then we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at the green pumpkin. We've had it before, but we're back again. I'll mark it again. It's all right. $2. Can we condense? Oh, yeah. To a 5. Thank you. Excuse me. It's like, no, I'm not letting you in. 2. 1, 2, we're back at our little pumpkin over here. No, I don't think I marked it the first time. Can I see it? Yeah, because I remember the way it looked. Okay. So it is $2. You know, you get to doing stuff. Cameras are different. When you're doing it, when you're doing something by yourself, everything works out so nice. And then it's like, no, 1, 2, and 3. We've got a anthill. Plus, we got to find this pumpkin. I see it. It's right there. And 1. Says 3, 4, 5. I can condense into a 5. There's 2 5s. I can make that into what? A 10. And then there's 2 10s. So I love to pick up a 20. There we are. And maybe our last row. I think I'm going, but see, I'm messed up. Didn't I mess up? It's all right. 1, 2. Did I mess up? No. No, I came this way. Oh, I didn't. Thank you. So we go 1, 2. There's no 2. But I'll be nice. Thought I messed up again. Okay, this one's $5. There's no anthill. Okay, so we saved $45 on CBA Mom Says Pumpkin Patch Pathway game. Yay! So, what are you doing special for yourself? You know, I took off I had 3 days off, and then I'm still taking off because I'm not up to par to be doing anything, but I'm fine. You know, business is running. I got people that run my business. She gave me this. It has a lid with a Ayana from SDBA LLC. Gave me the dice or die or whatever, if you want to be proper and bougie and whatever. Okay. See how far that gets you sometimes. Sometimes nowhere. You write this on the back. So today we had October, $45, because I'll probably play this one again. I like the game because I have a few more pumpkins I have missed. We still haven't got all of our pumpkins, so we got to get there. What are you going to do special today? What are you going to do for yourself? What are you going to do for God? What are you going to do for your goal? Think of one goal every day that you need to do. Okay, maybe it's just to pray. Maybe it's to sing a song. Maybe it's to walk 2 steps. Whatever. Think of a goal that's not hard to do and add to it. Maybe I need to save more money, right? Maybe I need to start, instead of I'm putting $100 in, maybe I need to try 120, 110. Can I do that? Can I stretch? Maybe I need to change my budget around, Think of things that you can do, because sometimes those little changes just help you along the way. Think of just different things. I take one goal I did, and I still do. I take a different route in my car. I don't follow the same route all the time. I want to go over here. I'm going to go over this way, okay? And I flip the route around. One may be longer. One may be on the route. I'm going to stop at a little restaurant that I've never seen and always wanted to stop at. Think of something that you want to do. Maybe it's with your spouse or partner or your kids. How about us going out to that little whatever, Hardee's or something, and getting something to eat in the morning? Do you ever even if you got grown children, hey, I'm coming to pick you up. Let's figure out where we want to go today. Would you like to go here? Would you like to go there? Be an element of surprise sometimes, because God surprises us. He doesn't give us everything that we need in one bout. He tries to surprise us and give us things that we need. Now, we block our blessings because we want him to rush. Hurry up. I need you now. No, it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. It was like in the Bible. The Bible foretold that Jesus was coming in the Old Testament. And the Messiah was coming. All through the, different parts of the Bible in the Old Testament. Well, by the time he arrived in the New Testament, a lot of people didn't believe that was the Messiah, because they thought he was going to get on his horse, maybe a white horse or something, and had his, things out to attack the Romans. He's going to get rid of the Romans. He's going to do this and he's going to do that. But he didn't come like that. They didn't realize that he came to save mankind, that he took his body, took those blows and cuts and everything to save mankind. And so a lot of people, even today, that's not the Messiah. It's not the Messiah because he didn't come the way you wanted him to come. Okay, you built up all in your mind about what he was supposed to do and what he's supposed to look like. But you can't do that, because God will turn it around. He didn't want it that way. So some of you have built up in your mind about what this world is supposed to be, and you're finding out that things are not what they are. And you have to get your mind turned around, and it's going to take a while. Some of you have been decades. My parents have been Democrats for a while, but they were conservative at one time. And the only thing that probably changed them was the Civil Rights Bill. And then we come to find out they didn't want to give it to us anyway. Not the conservatives, it was the Democrats. They didn't want to sign it. So then your mind needs to start thinking. If you're thinking about the Ku Klux Klan, why would they have sheets over their head? Because they were bankers and lawyers, and there were no teachers up there, okay? Teachers, you were second, third class citizens. Look how they treated teachers back then. They couldn't even marry at one point. So you have to think in your mind what's best for you, always. Think in your mind what is going on, and some things are really hard to change. When you've been doing something so long, it's hard to change. If you haven't been doing a budget, it's hard to change and start a budget. It's terrible. You haven't been tracking your money. And what's happening, it's been flying out the door. I had more money fly out the door when I was younger. I wish it would fly back. I would be up there now. I wish those mistakes I made would fly in, but those are lessons that we learn. It's not too late to change them. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're young. It's not too late to fix it and change it. It's not too late to think a different thought. It's not too late to do anything. It's just another day. Each day is another change. You can change each day. Okay, you want to wear a long wig or a short wig. Okay, you want to put on a fake mustache or take it off today. What are you doing? You want to wear this color of clothes today and maybe that another day. You can change. Everything can change. And we hope everything gets back together, praying for the shutdown, because some people are really suffering. And we've had a time. They still have a lot of, I have no problem with immigrants coming in. I just want you to come in the right way. I want the good ones to come in, vetted, that are actually going to be working. I don't want criminals coming in and all this stuff. I want like it was supposed to be, not just to bring them in because the party needs a vote. And I don't, they were even talking about now, the Democrats, about Puerto Rico and all the other territories being states. Why didn't you think of that before? Why didn't you give them citizenship before? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you're trying to get them to vote. And then later on, after you're done with them, you're going to throw them to the wolves or throw them to the side. Just like you do everybody else. No, thank you. Okay? No, thank you. Okay. So, think about what's going on. You have to change your mind sometimes. Sometimes it's not cool. You feel just, you're going to battle the family, going to battle grandpa and grandma. It's hard to talk to them sometimes. They don't see what's going on, and sometimes you just don't say anything. That's what I do. I used to wonder why people did not say who they voted for. I understand. and then it started getting out in the public anyway. So, anyway, here's the cover. Anyway, enjoy yourself. I'm not mad at you. You can be Republican, Democrat, whatever. Independent, no vote, chicken scratch, whatever you want to do. Okay, I just want you to think. If you get time, go look at the Forgotten History channel. I'll put in a link. It gives you some insight about what things have changed. YouTube is marvelous. And, the other administration was censoring and trying to shut down like Facebook and all that. TikTok, they were getting ready to shut all that down. They didn't want you to learn. You have got to learn something. And if you don't like to read or anything, just turn the thing. Maybe that's your goal. Once a week, I'm going to listen to something don't want to say important, but it is important about the history, about what really was going on back then. We weren't born back then, but we can learn because some people have went through and studied. They know what happened. Okay, they know what happened. This group knows what happened. Everybody knows what happened. You got to pay attention. We got right now, first thing we need to do is make sure that our kids, even though they're going to school, you got to pay attention so this doesn't escalate during their lifetime. Okay, that it gets worse and worse. And, and the SNAP food stamp thing, if you're on it, try to get off of it. It was not meant to sustain for life, and it keeps a lot of people back and a lot of people down. Some kids, they don't even know how to get off of it. I was looking at this one channel and he says, you know what, he didn't know how to get off of it. He grew up in the system with his mom. They all had been in it. And so it was like, how am I going to get off of it? Because, you couldn't work, you lose your benefits. So you're sitting there going, I just can't go cold turkey. You only got 30 days for the other check comes in. You got to notify them, I'm overworking more money. And, they start going spastic up there. So he was like, I don't even know how to get off of it. But he got off. He got a regular apartment, regular car, married, got a son. And it's like, I'm off. And I can go apply for any job I want to. I can go do this. I can go to school. I can do everything. So try to get off of that. It's just a crutch. Okay? It's your extra cane. It's your extra wheelchair you're carrying. But all you're doing is pushing the wheelchair and you're not in it. Okay? You're not in that wheelchair. You're pushing baggage. So keep on going. God bless you. Thank you for all the prayers and the thoughts and the kindness. I appreciate it. I'm going to answer some of them as I go. I'm trying. It's hard to answer everything. And YouTube kind of stops you if you get to talking too much or you put different emoji or you answer too many. It actually moves your answer. So I have to watch where the answer lands. The answer, I will be answering up here and it will move down to the bottom. Always notice that. Look back where your answer is, comment and stuff, because it'll move, especially answers. So replies. So take care. Enjoy yourself. God bless you and keep you. May everything be all right in your world, which is a wonderful world. Okay, we're in the most wonderful place in this world. We are in America, but you may be in the most wonderful place someplace else. Okay? But God bless anybody in any world. Okay? We're going to be all right. Take care. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Save the money. We're not ready yet. He's bringing in those tariffs. One day, if he gets enough tariffs, he said, maybe we won't have any income tax. Taxes will be gone because they won't need them or very small part. Work toward that. Get going. See you later. Don't listen to the naysayers. Start listening to optimism. I may be saying it wrong. Okay, I got like 4 or 5 languages going here. But be optimistic. How's that? Be optimistic about things, new ideas. Go bake a different thing. Can you even bake anything? Some of you don't even know how to cook. Go learn to cook and do something different. Those that know how to cook, add a different thing to your recipe. It's getting time for Thanksgiving. And also those of you that celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. All right. Some of ours are going out tonight. Some are going out the next day. We had the highball Halloween party downtown last week that my kids went to and dressed up. That was really fun. That was fun. And just taking pictures of them from the car. And this weekend we have a Halloween party with the homeless that I work with. And so we're going to have a good time, okay? And our church is doing something Halloween-y, but it's with, biblical characters, or you can be an animal. We don't go deep into all that other stuff. So it's still cute. But I'll be there with that, with the homeless. I told them I'd show up for that, with that. And so, what am I going to do? I'm going to work. I'll be here. See you soon. Send me a comment, like and subscribe. God bless you again and keep you, because He will. See ya.